Hi guys, in this video I will talk about facet wrap and facet grid function which is available in the ggplot2 library. So let's get started. Facet wrap, it is used to plot a subplot. What is the meaning of subplot? You will understand after a few minutes. And you can use this when you getting problem on getting insights. Means you are not able to understand the dataset and you messed with the graph and you find difficult to understand the relationship between the variable. In that scenario you can use the facet wrap. So this is the dataset. This is basically a dataset which is available in the Kaggle, and what is the competition is that you have to predict the sale price of house, and I choose one variable, street. There are two types of variable: gravel and paved. Gravel is basically you see this path on basically on the village, and paved is you saw in the city. So this is very obvious that if the street is paved, the sale price of housing is high. This is very basic thing. So if you see in the graph, as you can see that this point refer to the paved road with the high sale of house. So as you can see that if you see this graph, you matched with this graph, because there are two variable, paved and gravel, but there are lots of messy things. You confused by see the plots. To understand clearly, in this scenario you can use the facet wrap. So this is the syntax. I basically not run until then. So there are two highlighted color equal to street variable. This syntax I explained in my ggplot2 series. Please go and watch it. What is the meaning of this? And basically facet wrap is a fourth layer in the ggplot2. So this is the syntax. Just you type a facet wrap is a function, and then put parentheses and put a tilde sign and write the name of the variable like street, and I will I define the number of rows equal to 1. When you run this, what happened that you got this graph, and as you can see that this is clearly separated it, and you clearly see that gravel type street and paved type street. This is very clear and it is easily for digestion for our brain. Facet wrap becomes more useful when there are lots of variable, and in that scenario you must use the facet wrap function. Now let's see facet grid. Facet grid, it is used to plot, it is basically to understand the two categorical variable. I am choosing a utilities. Utilities is a categorical variable which is available in the dataset, and overall qual. This is basically a people give rating based on the quality of the qualities, means that the high quality material used in the house and lots of facilities available, and there are overall quality. 10 means very excellent and 1 means very poor. Utilities here means a facilities. All pubs here means that electricity, gas, water and septic tank is available. No sewer means electricity, gas, water is available. No sewer means electricity, gas available. And of course, if all the facilities is available in the house, people generally give the quality high, and the selling price of this particular house is very high. This is our hypothesis. You can test this hypothesis by using a facet grid function. You use facet grid function and you put the two variable in which you want to study. As you can see that in the graph, 90% house have all the facilities, and as you can see that there are 1 point our hypothesis is correct because this point shows that high quality, because the number is 10 and all pubs means the all the facilities is available, and this define the important factor of basically this information is very useful for predicting the sale price. Like that you can analyze the variable, and there are NA. So NA is a missing value present in the data frame, and there are two NA in the data frame, and this is very obvious things that 90, because 98% of house has all the facilities is available and there are two missing value, and 99% is chance that these missing value belong to the all pubs category. This is very obvious, and by looking this graph you can also, it is also helpful for uh, replacing the missing value. There are lots of things you can do by observing the graph only. These all things I show you in R. I opened the R Studio and this is our data frame. This is basically a Kaggle dataset. This is our Kaggle dataset. First, what I am doing, I am seeing the relationship between the two variable year built and sale price. Now let's run. As you go from 1900 to 2014, the sale price is increasing, and this is very obvious thing because by the day inflation is increasing. Now I am using a facet ref function. These things I explained in the slide. So as you can see that this is very clear and very understandable. Now I am using a facet grid function. So as you can see that this is plotted a subplot. Now I am checking NA values in the utilities variable. There are two missing value only, and there are many chance that you can these value belong to the all pubs. Now I add more detail for analysis. So as you can see that you can analyze 4 to 7 variable by using only one graph. So how powerful is the ggplot tool? I hope you understand. Thank you.